Round two, shall we? Okay. Basically what are you good to go? Should I go? Alright, basically what I'm going to be doing is summing up their points and our points and just really trying to shine the light on our points and how we are better and your points. Max spoke of letting out elderly people early, and basically, as my teammate said, what is being released at this moment is people who have done identity theft, people who have done human trafficking, people who have, what's the word you said? Stalking. No, stalking, but the child abuse ones, the very abusive child abusers. These are the kind of people that we're letting back out on the streets that are the low-profile people. So I don't know about you, but that doesn't make me feel too comfortable that a man who's done human trafficking is being let out on the streets. That's a hard business to get into, let alone. And you're letting them out. It just doesn't make me feel too comfortable at that at all. And then just to further make my point about the elderly people being released, more than 3,000 inmates have been released in the Orange County Jail in these last few weeks, and more than 2,000 in Sacramento County, including a man who allegedly assaulted a woman hours after getting early released from jail. I'm guessing that was an elderly man, and that really probably not. I did want to correct the point that Chris had said about how they're letting these people out and they're trying to facilitate them, and there aren't any programs. And I love how you even admit yourself that there are no programs to facilitate these people. So if there are no programs, then what are we doing? Exactly what I said. We're just putting these people back out on the streets. And you said it's because that the California government won't give them any money to build these programs. Correction, there is no money. I will state my quote again from the Sheriff's Department of Los Angeles. There is no money for job training. There is no money to do anything and to transition these folks from institutional life than to bring them back into the community. That's a flat-out fact the Sheriff's Department is saying. There's no money for this. It's not going to happen. Mac also said it was unconstitutional, but the point isn't the unconstitutional I mean about the health and how they're being treated in jail. That's really not the point of what Jasmine and I are trying to argue. What we're trying to say is this is not good for the public safety. This is not something we want. He's throwing in, I feel slightly bad for them about their health problems, but that's not really my point or what I'm arguing for. Our solutions would be that releasing inmates is a short-term goal, and no one knows what the future will happen. Like she said, it's a revolving door. It's never going to stop. If you're releasing these men and these are low-file parolees, and they just keep offending and offending, it's counterproductive, like I said before. You're letting people out, putting them back in, letting people out, putting them back in. There's no point letting them back out to begin with. Arnold Schwarzenegger said that he had a good idea of just no parole for people who did murder and the really, really high things. That way there's no point in even releasing these people out. The best thing to do is to invest in new prisons as a solution, just to help protect the community as it is right now, and not to break the laws that we have already set in place to enforce the justice system, such as Marcy's Law. My solution is to invest and release the elderly.